Thank you for tuning in to the Ontario Doubles Crokinole Championship quarterfinals. This is a Tier 1 National Crokinole Association event, and in this lineup we have the Slaters, Justin and Fred, the current World Crokinole Doubles champions. Across the board from them is the Wares, Philip and Oliver. We've seen this team at the top before. They made it to the finals in the 2023 Scenic City Crokinole Classic. Handshakes around the table, and Oliver will be opening up. Going long and between the posts, players looking in, and we have the flashlight coming out. This is the intensity that the Ontario Doubles brings to the table. Fred giving it the thumbs up. It is just touching the line, so that is a valid shot. Justin sure to go for the off. We'll see. Yes, he was successful, leaving his disc in the 15. No opportunities for Philip here. Unable to get the off. Fred most likely content to hit and stick in this area. Very nice shot between the posts, not leaving Oliver with a lot of opportunity. Yeah, he catches a post but leaves a backboard opportunity. Now for Justin going up the right side. We'll see when he moves. Oh, unsuccessful. Maybe he meant to roll away. No easy opportunities here for Philip. Looks like he's going for an off. Not quite. He might have been going for that disc closer to his right, but caught a post there, and Fred now with an open 20 opportunity. And unable to convert, leaving a heavy but doable hanger for Oliver. Not able to convert. We're keeping in mind that the Slaters do have hammer in this first round, so they are sitting very comfortably right now. No 20s for either team, but 3 discs on the board for Fred and Justin. Needless to say, Philip and Oliver have a fair bit of cleanup to do. I'm not sure if Philip sees a triple here by any means. Okay, maybe he was going for the single and a 20. That was a fair call, but unable to convert. Fred rolls between the posts on the side. Very nice shot. Really no opportunities here for Oliver. Might be lining up a double here. Oh, doesn't get the off. He at least keeps his on, but now the Slaters with 4 discs on the board. The round's technically not wrapped up, but I think we're getting pretty near to the end here in terms of what's possible, in terms of the Wares coming back for round 1. Taking some time. Philip will be trying an angle in here. Oh! Goes over the hole and all the way out to the other side. Fred taking a second to wax his disc before shooting. That could be the nail in the coffin. The Slaters now up 20 with hammer. 3 discs on the board. And a touch 20 opportunity. Oliver had to go for it, and that was a very good attempt there. But, yep, 3 shots left. Okay, the Wares aren't quite out of it. I may have spoke too soon. Still a chance here for them to turn this round around. Philip with a nice conversion, but Fred can keep the pressure on with a 20 here. Oh, coming up short, but the Slaters still very comfortable right now. Oliver will be looking for a 20, but we're down to the last shots for each player, and even with an off and a 20, that was nice. That was still a beautiful shot, but the Slaters are still in very comfortable position. Justin will most likely, Fred suggesting the 20. If he gets that, that's pretty much the nail in the coffin. Justin doesn't get the 20, but the Slaters still with 45 points, I believe, on the board. That's a 25-point advantage right now. And Philip needs to not just close that gap, but actually get ahead enough so that it's difficult for Fred to win the round on his final shot. We'll see what Philip goes here. There's definitely a 20 somewhere in this shot, but we'll see what he's doing. I think he was going for that double and 20 there. That would have put them in a very good position. But nonetheless, Fred gets a valid shot with the 20, and the Slaters take the first 2 points of this game, bringing the score 2-0. See some good attempts from Oliver there, and great 20s from Phillip as well. But despite all these great shots, it wasn't quite enough they were just beat on the board. We'd like to take a second to thank Crokinole Depot and the Varna Crokinole Club for hosting the Ontario Doubles Crokinole Championship. To learn more about both these groups, make sure to check out the links in the description below. Phillip with a nice 20 there. Fred now to shoot. Team's tied in the cup, and Fred coming up short. Oliver, not an easy 20 opportunity, doesn't get the off and leaves a chance for Slater here. It's going to be a touch 20, but I was wrong about the touch, but Justin gets a leaner. Nobody bump the table, please. Phillip looks like he's going to push for a follow through. He rolls away. This isn't the worst position. The Wares do have hammer in this round, so pressure is on the Slaters currently to make something big happen. Fred fights for a 20. Might have been a bit early in the round to be going for that, but yeah. Oliver content to just stay on the outside. May have left the door open for Justin, though. Justin bringing it in ever so slightly. No gimme 20 opportunities here for Phillip. Have to be careful not to catch that post. He got around it, but he lost a shooter in the process. And this is the opportunity for the Slaters to get their advantage back. Fred going long. Now, Oliver could go for a 20 here, but I'm curious to see if they'll go to play on the defense. Oliver saying he doesn't see the shot super nicely. I'm not sure if he just sees the touch or... Yeah, he saw the touch, not the off. A little bit too strong still. Now, there's a decent drop back opportunity for Justin here. We'll see if he can get the off as well. Oh, lifts a little bit far. That disc could be a bit heavy, but we'll see what Phillip's able to do with this. Oh, unable to convert. Got 4 discs on the board now. 2 for each team. Believe the Slaters are up 5 points, but again, they're playing against the hammer. And, oh, Fred! Beauty shot. That was an aggressive bump and run, but absolutely gorgeous and perfectly executed. Oliver trying to roll up there. The Wares are still in decent position. Down to 20, but with lots of discs on the board. I believe that's 35. They're still up 10 points. And, oh, never mind. Justin gets a double. And he makes it sting. See what Phillip's able to do here. Can't afford a mistake right now. Very nice. As it stands on the board, teams are tied in points. Taking a second to figure out who has hammer here. Slaters know they need to come and play in the middle. Oh, I don't know if Fred was going for a 20 or a double there, but he gets a single in. Loses his disc down in the 5. Oliver with a nice double there. The issue now is the Wares only have 15 points on the board, which isn't enough to close the distance of that 20's disadvantage. So it looks like Justin's trying to prevent any chance for Phillip to get more points. And yeah, that's beautiful. Blocks it between the posts. Unless Phillip gets an aggressive follow-through here, the best he can do is stick on the line. But yeah, I don't think he can afford. He has to go for the follow-through. Bounces back, and that just about seals it. That's what Phillip had to go for, because, yeah, if he didn't, Fred would be taking this exact same shot here. Or, okay, not that exact same shot. I meant the other disc, but either way, inconsequential. Not much that Oliver can do there. He tries to roll in, but the Slaters take the second 2 points of this round, bringing the score 4-0 now. Again, this is a race to 9, and players are battling to get into the semifinal round at the Ontario Doubles Crokinole Championship. We can see some members of the Scone Crokinole Club watching in the background. I forget the exact affiliation, but I know they're very closely tied to Team Ware and are cheering them on in this quarterfinal round. Good to see some representation with their t-shirts rocking. Philip now with a heavy hanger, unable to convert or get the off. Now the Wares are up 220s playing against a hammer, so the Wares do have a slight advantage as it stands, but Fred will be trying to carve in here and loses a disc, leaves a 20 opportunity for Oliver. This could be costly. Doesn't look like Oliver took his time quite on that shot, but nonetheless, this isn't a bad position. Play is on the outside as it is. Looks like there's some discussion about peeling, and yeah, that's what Justin does. We are probably going to see a battle between the Wares and the Slaters of where play is going to be. The Wares trying to keep play to the outside, and nice shot from Philip there. Yeah, they're making sure there's an extra disc on the outside. That was very intentional not to get the off on behalf of Philip, because yeah, Oliver can extend play on the outside. Just one more shot here. Slater will be trying to carve in, but that's a tough angle, and he's able to do it. Philip maybe looking to stick between the posts here. Yeah, he does just that. Some discussion. I guess Fred doesn't like it from the inside, so he will hit and stick right in that spot. Oliver content to keep play right there. We'll see if Justin's able to pull play further into the middle. Ever so slightly, but I think Philip's going to be able to hit and stick yet again. Yeah, he does just that. Fred and Justin are running out of bullets here. I don't think Fred can't afford to do that outside shot again. Trying to go on the inside, catches a post. If Oliver can score a 20, that will hurt. I believe that all but does it. Unless Justin's able to convert here. The Slater's not mathematically out of it. Still not mathematically out of it. Philip could knock this into the 20, technically. I don't think he will, though, so yeah. He could just hit this, and that's perfect. The Wares will be taking their first points in the game. These last few shots inconsequential. They're up too many 20s for the Slaters to come back, so the score will now be going to 4-2, still in favor of the Slaters. Here we are in round 3. This video coverage is provided to you by Tracey Boards, the official board builders of the World Crokinole Championships. If you want to play Crokinole like the best, make sure to buy your Crokinole board today at traceyboards.com. We're a few shots in now. The first miss out of Justin, and a backboard opportunity now for Philip, which he converts on. Beautiful shot. Up 20 now with the hammer. And looks like Fred shot just a little bit long. Oliver makes it sting. Now up 220s now. Justin going long again. Still valid, and that's not a super nice spot, but Philip should be able to get the off here. That's rough. Not much you can do except laugh about it, which is what Philip does. They're still up a fair amount in this round, so that shouldn't be too costly, but Fred going long. He tried the right lane, didn't quite work out for him. Oliver, yeah, beautiful shot. Sticks between the posts. Doesn't leave anything easy for Justin here. Justin will be shooting up the right side. We'll see when he moves how this turns out. Able to get that off. 2 discs now in the 15. Still not enough to close that distance, and the Wares have hammer, so yeah. The Slaters will be looking for a 20 or for a big mistake out of the Wares. Fred was trying to touch that opponent disc there, but not able, so that is invalid. Oliver loses his own, I think that was a shooter he lost in the process, and yeah, he left a chance there for Justin. Closing the distance ever so slightly in the 20s, but Philip could negate that if he's able to score a 20 here. Unable. Oh, this could be big. If Fred is able to convert here, they'll be tied in the 20s and on their way to making a comeback in this round. Fred able to convert. That being said, if Oliver scores a 20 here, oh, man. The Slaters talking about which of them likes that shot better. Slater can either go for the double on the outside. Fred checking out to see if he would like it if it were left for him, but he doesn't. Justin will be going for it instead. Oh, unable. Some decisions for Philip here. He could go for the 20 or just look to get play away from the center. He'll definitely want to keep his shooter on. They don't want to cut it too close, but gets he off, and that looks beautifully posted. Fred will most likely just stay to the outside. One shot each for the players. Yeah, Justin's hoping he can get a 20 off that one in the 15, so it'll be up to Fred to get a double out here. Only gets the single. Trying to do the quick math here. That could work out, given that Slater is able to get the off in the 20. But, yeah, actually, now Oliver getting that off, even if Justin gets the off in the 20 of the 15, if we were to go for that alone, that wouldn't be quite enough. All Philip would need is a valid shot, so Justin's going to be hoping for a double and a 20, I think. But, we'll see. Yeah, looks like that's what Justin's going for. See how this turns out. He'll be looking to take out the 10, the 15, then get a 20. Oh! Such a good attempt. Got the double. Followed through to the 15, just not quite the right line. All Philip needs is a takeoff. Or that. That does it too. Great round. The Wares take it, tying it up now 4-4. See some nice shots around the board. We'll see this attempt from Justin again. The double, and yeah, just a little bit off. Great attempt. Going into the 5th round now. Hammer advantage to the Slaters. And Justin coming up short. Feel like we've seen a few times now in this round that Justin's missed an open 20, which is very not typical for him. And Philip. Beautiful 20 there. Now up 2 in the cup. Now the Slaters do have the hammer, but they're going to have to close that gap at some point. They're down 320, so hammer isn't doing them much good. Slater lifts out. This is a strong start for the Wares, and they'll be looking to hold on to this advantage. I would figure they're going to try to get play to the outside now. Oh, been there before. Philip tries to roll away and just inches too far, giving an open 20 opportunity for Fred. Coming up short. Oliver could make their 20 count go a little bit higher if he goes for that backboard, but looks like Philip might like that opportunity there. Seems to be suggesting to Oliver that he could just keep play on the outside. But Oliver's cutting over. Yeah, okay, so he hit and stick. I was wondering if he was going to angle in, but no, just stays there. Justin trying to mess that up, but Philip has a few options. Sounded like Oliver suggested the double, but I think a 20 would suffice here. Even an off, like, yeah, as long as he doesn't set up the Slaters, he's more than content. Oh, a misfire. And that black disc is still in. Slaters getting their first 20 of the round with a nice bump and run from Fred. The Wares still in good position. Oh, Oliver loses his shooter. See if Justin is corrected. And not quite. Lips out again. We are halfway through our shots now. The Wares still in a strong position. Philip able to get the double there. Very nice. Only one disc on the board. They are playing against the hammer, but again, 220 advantage as it stands. Oliver would be wise to stay on the outside right now. That being said, that laneway could be a 20 opportunity. And, okay, that was pretty good. I think Oliver was trying to stick between the posts, but not a gimme opportunity for Justin, and he goes for it. Just going over the 20. Justin's had so many near misses, especially in this round. It's going to be deadly when he finds that range, but right now it looks like this round will go to the Wares. But Philip lost his shooter, and now Fred with a 20 opportunity. Closing the distance. One shot for each player now. Bit of pressure on the Wares. They can't afford mistakes like that. That is costly. Even if Justin doesn't get this, and he does. In the turn of a few shots, the Slaters are now at an advantage. Unfortunate. Fred just needs a valid shot to take this round. That was quite the turn. Yeah. The Wares had a strong advantage, but a few misfires, and the Slaters were able to bring it back. See some nice shots from both Philip and Oliver. But again, yeah, these last few, Fred got that bump and run, and that's all it took. Slaters now up 6-4. Justin now finding his range on the open 20s. Philip returning the favor. We haven't seen a lot of long 20s races in any of the matches so far. I've quite appreciated that. Lots of play and strategy on the board. That being said, we are full circle now, so a little bit of a show of the prowess of all these players in terms of their 20s. Philip, the first two come short between the posts there. Now the Wares do have hammer. And that being said, they are now down in the 20s cup. Justin suggesting the line for, yeah, very nice. Looked like Fred was a bit hesitant with that post in the way, but Justin was reassuring that would go. Didn't quite get the off, but oh, Oliver doesn't get the off either. Looks like Justin's content to just hit and stick there. Very nice. Not leaving much opportunity for Philip to get on the inside. I'm not sure if there's a lane there. Looks like he's going for a follow through here. That is aggressive, or maybe just a hit and stick. Fred looks like he's content to just keep play on the outside here, leaving Oliver with nothing to work with. Most Oliver can do is hit and stick, not lose his shooter, and hope for a better opportunity later in the game. I figure it'll be up to Philip to get play back to the center, but again, with so many discs on the outside, the Slaters will be able to extend play for a while longer yet. I don't think he necessarily cares about the double here. He cares about not giving Philip an opportunity. Justin rolls a little bit too far back. Chance for a double for Philip here. And he gets it. But I mean, again, Fred is just going to hit and stick in the 5 there. Oh! Fred comes in a little bit too far. This doesn't give Oliver an easy 20, but it gives the Wares a chance to get play back to the center. Yeah, very nice of Oliver, staying in the 15 there. Looks like he was driving to catch a post, not quite, but still a little bit more of a chance for the Wares now. As it stands, the Wares and the Slaters are tied, if that 15 isn't touching the line. Justin content to stick to the outside. I'm curious if Philip will be able to roll this up into a 10. The biggest thing for the Wares right now is to not set the Slaters up for a double. With 2 discs on the board with hammer, since they're only down 120, they still have a decent chance to tie or maybe even win the round. Fred hits and sticks, doesn't leave an opportunity for Oliver, certainly not a gimme for a 20. Oh! gorgeous. That was, whew, that's definitely going to be in a replay. Pressure on Slater now. He'll be hunting for a 20. Oh, so close. Almost went shot for shot with Oliver there, but not quite. Philip now, if he just rolls away, they'll be in great position. Oh, too strong on the roll. That's tough. If Fred can score an open 20, they'll be in great position to, at the very least, tie this round. Goes long. Oliver, if he just gets the offer demotion, that is a tie round. Wow. Those past 2 rounds were just in the clutches of somebody and then got turned around very quickly at the end. We're now 7-5 in favor of the Slaters. If the Slaters win this round, they will be moving on to the semifinals. So, there is pressure on the Wares not to lose. They can at least afford a tie round, but that wouldn't necessarily be ideal. At the least, they cannot lose. Full circle around the board in 20s. Philip taking his time and lips out. Now, this doesn't leave Fred with an easy 20 opportunity, but knowing the Slaters, they'll just be looking to get play away from the center now. Fred not quite able. I'm not sure what Fred was going for there. A backboard now for Oliver, unable to convert, passing the opportunity to Slater now. Slater, yeah, he was hunting for that 20. He's not super happy with that, but again, the Slaters have hammer in this match, so they are at a slight advantage. Philip to shoot now, needs the off, doesn't get it. That might also set Fred up for a double. From this angle, I'm not sure if it's actually there, but I'm suspicious that it might be, and if Fred can get it. Okay, Fred's content with the single, and honestly, that's all he needs. Maybe I'm a bit greedy, but yeah, Oliver needs something big now. They need to do some cleanup, but with their own disc in the middle of those 2 black discs, that is going to be very difficult. Might be worth waiting for a better opportunity. Oliver content to just not give Justin any chance for an extra 20. Justin very content to hit and stick. The pressure is on Philip and Oliver to make something happen here. So Fred and Justin are more than happy to keep going back and forth and getting mistakes like that. Now, this is a little bit awkward. Justin seems to have a little bit of concern if Fred goes for that further disc that Oliver will go through his own for an off and a 20. Oh, Fred catches a post and gets play away from the center. Not super far away, but far enough that there's no easy opportunities for Oliver here. I don't know if there's a touch 20 opportunity, but I also don't know how much good that actually do him. Oliver goes for that double. That's nice. But again, Justin's just going to hit and stick here. Holding on to that advantage. We got 4 shots for each team left. Maybe another double here. Gets a single. That's not bad. That's actually a pretty good spot. It's looking kind of jammed up, but yeah, Justin's right. That white disc should leave out of there. Somewhat of a creative off, but again, 2 discs up in the 15. One of those might be touching the line, but that's all they really need to win this round and the quarterfinal match. Philip and Oliver trying to find something to do, but the Slaters have done a great job not giving any opportunities to the Wares. Justin just looking for an easy off, and he gets it. Some confusion. I think Fred thought that Justin shot out of turn. We can confirm here in the camera booth that Justin is A-okay. Fred confirming that Justin does have hammer. We have 4 shots left total. And the pressure's on the Wares right now. The Slaters have 3 discs on the board. All those discs are awkwardly placed, beautifully placed. But this is such a tough situation. I'm curious to see what Philip's going to do here, because, yeah, I have no clue what to do. Oh, goes for the off in the 20. That was a nice attempt, but not quite enough, and Fred's going to go for that disc further away from him. What does Oliver need? I'm going to say the Ray Cap is classic, a double and a 20 in a near impossible situation. It may come down to this shot, whatever Oliver is able to do. A little bit of a chuckle from Oliver. I think he knows how tough this situation is, and it all comes down to this shot, really. Unless he can create a terrible situation for Justin. Even a double, all Justin would need to do is hit and demote something. So Philip suggesting a triple of some sorts. That would be beautiful to see. We'll see what he's able to do. And that does it. Justin doesn't even need to shoot. If he gutters, the Slaters will be moving on to the semi-final round of the Ontario Doubles. That was a fantastic battle. The Wares put up a good effort, but the Slaters with their defense were just a bit too much. Thank you again for tuning in to the Ontario Doubles Crokinole Championship. Make sure to stay tuned for more action from this tourney, as well as from the LC3 Fall Crokinole Invitational, a Tier 3 singles tournament, which is coming out alongside this tourney. This coverage is brought to you by Tracey Boards, the official board builders of the World Crokinole Championships. If you're looking to buy your board, go to traceyboards.com. My name is Garret, and make it a great day.